Version 4.2 is here, and with it, the Hydro Archon Furina has also made her way into the game finally. Furina is a Hydro Sword user that is focused on being a sub DPS, a buffer, and a little bit of a healer. In this video, I will tell everything there is to know about her kit and how to build her properly. So, without any furthers, if you haven't followed me, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe and leave a like to the video. I'm trying to keep the videos for you guys, so I would appreciate if you could help me. And also, a little warning in the beginning. I'm a little bit sick, so don't worry guys, I'm okay. I'm just talking like this because my throat really hurts. So, let's go back to the video. I hope you enjoy.
Time to shine.
Furina is a 5-star Hydro Sword user, focused on buffing your team as well as providing sub DPS and healing, and she's actually the first character that is aligned to both Pneuma and Eosia. On her normal attack, she performs up to 4 consecutive strikes, and on her charge attacks she consumes a certain amount of stamina to unleash a solo dance, dealing physical damage to nearby opponents and changing her alignment, and this will also change her skill alignment. Her skill, Salon Solitaire, has 2 modes, the Eosia and the Pneuma mode. On Eosia, Furina will summon 3 Salon members, an octopus, a seahorse and a crab. They will attack nearby opponents at intervals, prioritizing the target of the active character. They will deal hydro damage based on Furina max HP, and when they attack, if there are teammates with more than 50% of HP, the members will consume your party members' HP to increase their current attack's power. On Pneuma, Furina summons the Singer of Many Waters, who will heal nearby characters based on her max HP at intervals. Her skill have a duration of 30 seconds and a cooldown of 20 seconds. The curiosity about the skill is that while it's active, you can walk and run on water, so now you don't have excuse to cross the sea. On her burst, Let the People Rejoice, Furina creates a stage of foam that will deal AoE hydro damage based on her max HP, and cause nearby party members to enter the Universal Revelry state. During this state, when nearby party members' HP increases or decreases, 1 fanfare point will be granted to Furina for each percentage point of their max HP, by which their HP changes up to 300 points. At the same time, Furina will increase the damage dealt and incoming healing bonus for all nearby party members based on the amount of fanfare she has. When the duration ends, Furina's fanfare points will be cleared. Her burst has a cost of 60 energy, which may not seem much, but keep in mind she stays off field, so it will be hard to get more particles, and will have a duration of 18 seconds and a cooldown of 15 seconds.
Time to shine.
Now let's talk about Furina passives. Her Exploration passive will increase the cooldown of the Chromatic Fontmer Aberrant ability by 30%. This will help you explore under the sea much more easily. Her first Ascension passive, Endless Waltz, allows Furina to heal a little bit of your team when your active character receives healing from someone else besides Furina herself, and that exact healing overflows. Her second passive, Unheard Confession, gives Furina the following ability. Every 1000 points of her max HP will increase Salon member damage by 0.7% up to a maximum of 28%, and also decreases the active character healing interval of the Singer of Many Waters by 0.4% up to a maximum of 16%. Her talent priorities are the following: focus on her skill and her burst simultaneously due to being her main source of damage and buffing, and for last, her normal attacks, which you can leave on level 1 if you don't have C6.
Time to shine.
Now, let's talk a bit about Furina Constellations for those who saved all the Primo Gems for the new Archon. Her C1 immediately gives Furina 150 fanfare points as soon as you cast your burst, and also increases the max limit from 300 to 400 points, an amazing constellation that boosts her buffing even more. Her C2 increases by 250% the fanfare gain while she is using her burst, and additionally, for each point above the limit will increase Furina max HP by 0.35%. Her maximum max HP increase is 140%. Another amazing constellation if you are planning on to make Furina the best buffer ever, and a good stopping point for those who still want to save for future characters. Her C3 will increase the level of her burst by 3. Her C4 will give Furina 4 energy every 5 seconds every time a member hits an opponent or when the Singer restores HP. This constellation is another amazing one because it helps Furina with her energy problems, which, believe me, are big. Her C5 will increase the level of her skill by 3, and for last, her C6 will provide Furina Hydro Infusion for 10 seconds after using her skill, and improves the effects of both Eosia and Pneuma presented on her skill. This constellation is super fun to go after because it allows Furina to start being a DPS. But is it worth it to spending a lot of money for this? It's up to you.
Time to shine.
Now let's talk about the best stats that you will want to get for your Furina. For the sands, HP percent or energy recharge. For the goblet, HP percent or hydro damage. And for the circlet, crit. Most of these stats will depend on your build, so to help you all, you should be aiming for an HP between 36 and 40k and an energy recharge between 160 and 180. So try to balance your main stats according to your weapons and the build in general, and try to achieve the best of both ER and HP. For the substats, you should be looking for crits, ER and HP.
Time to shine.
Now that you know what stats you will want, let's now talk about her best artifact sets. Her best in slot set will be the Golden Troop, because it provides a lot of skill damage bonus, which is basically all she will be looking for. Alternatively, while you farm for this set, you can mix and match other 2 pieces between the HP and the Hydro sets. You can also use 2-piece emblem for the extra ER, but keep in mind Golden Troop will always be your best option.
Time to shine.
For Furina weapons, her best in slot will be the Splendor of Tranquil Waters, providing a lot of crit damage on its subset and a passive that buffs your HP and your skill damage. If you don't have this weapon or don't want to roll for it, because this weapon banner is actually a scam, you have other alternatives. Her second best option is a 4-star sword given by free to everyone who played Genshin in the old days. Festering Desire, providing you a lot of VR on its subset and a passive that boosts your skill damage and crit rate. For those who don't have this sword because they are like me and didn't play on that time, there are more options. Nilu's sword is a good alternative for Furina because it provides a lot of HP percent on its substat and it buffs the team with a respected amount of EM. The Jade Cutter is also another good option for her, assuming you can cover her ER needs with artifacts, providing a lot of crit rate on its subset and boosting your HP and damage on its passive. For those who don't have any of these options, the most recent F2P sword given by free for those who have patience to fish, Fleuve Cendre Ferryman, is a worse version of the Festering, but still respectable enough. It gives the same amount of ER on its subset compared to the Festering, and boosts your skill crit rate and boosts even more your ER after using the skill. To summarize, for those without signature, if you have Festering, use it. If you don't, try any other of the other 5 stars, and if you also don't have those, Fleuve will do the job and be your new best friend.
Time to shine.
For Furina teams, she can actually work on almost every team. Just be careful to pair with a good healer that can heal your whole team to make sure you make good use of her buffs, because if your healer doesn't heal a lot of people at the same time, you will losing a lot of fanfare points. And remember, with her new mechanic of stealing teammates' HP, she makes every DPS able to use the Marechusi set without any problems. So, now probably the most efficient domain to farm if you have Furina is the new one on Fontaine, because you are farming for her and you are farming for DPSs in general. Everyone can use it now.
Time to shine.
After this guide, I hope you know how amazing Furina is. She will for sure be one of the best characters on the game, and I hope you know how to build her and how to play her the right way. So please, if you like my content, don't forget to follow me, because this time I'm actually sick recording this for you all, because I think most people will be confused on how to build her. So I'm here to help you. So don't forget, like this video and I see you all in the next one. See ya!